So many things happen in Northwest Arkansas all the time. Honestly, it's hard to keep on top of because of so much. Today we're covering 5 topics and things you need to be aware of, whether you live here or not, that are going to be important to you. So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody! If you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good rotten state of Chicago/Illinois for many, many years. I started looking around America, where is the best place to live in America? And Northwest Arkansas is by far that place. By far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, definitely call me. Let's meet down, let's talk about for coffee, specifically Onyx. Let's talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, and let's meet up and talk about that. If you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Rogers? What are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? All the things you'd want to know about Northwest Arkansas, boop, 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 boop. Package, ship right to your home. Literally, right to your home. Enter your name below, enter your address below. Where do you want me to ship this package to? Let me know with all the information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite 4-letter F word, free! So enter your information below and make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. All right, so the first thing we need to cover that's happening in Northwest Arkansas, and this is definitely food related, so I'm a foodie at heart, so pizza my heart. This is not pizza related, but it should be. Anyways, Prelude Breakfast Bar, if you're unaware, anyone who's familiar with Fayetteville knows that Prelude Breakfast Bar is like the de facto, you need to go to breakfast place in kind of Northwest Arkansas. Honestly, it's like you need to go there, try it out. Very good breakfast. Been there many times, love it. Anywho, they're actually putting a second location in Bentonville. Now, the thing about this is that Bentonville's finally getting some of the glory when it comes to the Prelude Breakfast Bar, so super jazzed about that. But secondly is that one thing that always amazes me about Northwest Arkansas is that these kind of like small business coffee shops and breakfast places can duplicate themselves and have enough revenue to do the whole thing. Usually in most places in America, it's not like that. It's usually chains, and we have to kind of suffer between like, oh, what kind of basic breakfast do you want? No, in Northwest Arkansas, we have custom coffee shops everywhere. We have custom breakfast places everywhere. And Prelude has obviously done a good job. They're well known in the area, and they've actually started to make a second location in Bentonville. So if you're looking to check out Bentonville and you haven't been to Fayetteville yet with the Prelude Breakfast Bar, wait no longer. Dreams do come true. And the second thing we need to be aware of that's happening in Northwest Arkansas, again, this is food related. Do you see a trend here with me? There's a new actual cocktail bar opening in downtown Fayetteville. The actual cocktail bar is gonna be called the Goosenger, which I might be butchering that, so I apologize sincerely if I am. But long story short, the importance of this is not only is it a really cool location, downtown Fayetteville on the square, really close to a bunch of other restaurants. Everything happens in the square, and also obviously very near Dixon Street and the university, etc. But the fun thing that I find about this is actually who's actually creating the bar itself. And so the inventors, the creators of Feed and Folly, which is right around the corner, and the actual creators of City Park, which is kind of a little bit farther away in Fayetteville specifically, and it's both restaurants. The thing that is amazing about City Park is that it's kind of definitely an outdoor space food venue, and Feed and Folly is just it's a very nice restaurant that has a very awesome top level and also kind of like interior space. Both restaurants themselves are very good. So having this kind of cocktail bar, so to speak, in downtown Fayetteville is gonna be very exciting. If it's anything like they've done before, it's going to be fantastic. Will I be there? 100%. Will I give you a review? You know it. Looking forward to it. And before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking at Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Now it sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your name below, enter all the information below, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. Where do you want to move to North Arkansas? Enter all the information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Rogers? What new businesses are moving here? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on in the amphitheater? What is Crystal Bridges doing? So many things all the time, literally all the time. It's just endless amount of stuff. Enter your name below, enter your email below, and make sure you get an email every single Friday, just kind of keeping you up to date with all things Northwest Arkansas. But, sadly, side note, again, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make it out to Northwest Arkansas. And the third really cool piece of news that's coming out of Northwest Arkansas is a little bit of backstory. If you weren't aware, Northwest Arkansas is actually getting its own soccer team. They're building a 8 to 10,000 person stadium in Pinnacle Rogers. That's coming here very soon. The build out, like they actually started the prepping process here now, so to be ready in 2025-ish. But they're starting to get the branding together and also all the paperwork and all the things together for the actual USL team. So a little backstory as well is that there's not a lot of USL teams across America. There are quite a few, but the reason being is that they have to be very specific of growth areas. And Northwest Arkansas hit those marks and hit their criteria to see like this is an up and coming area. Soccer is a big deal here because we both have a lot of people that are international that have moved here, and they obviously have a soccer flair to them, so to speak. So the actual desire and need for a soccer team here is actually more than an average town. So that is very interesting that they actually placed a USL team here. So super excited about that, super excited about the stadium. But I say all that to say is that the branding and all the documentation, all of the we'll call it the guiding principles of the actual team itself have been established. And they want to make a big announcement about this to showcase, hey, we're still going, things are cooking. The cool thing is that they actually did a lot of community input with that. The one thing, the piece they're missing that they haven't done yet is announce the team name. I don't know if they've chosen that or not. I still vote the Trailblazers because why not? And it's kind of cool because of, you know why. Anyways, so hope that's the name. Who knows? I put my little name in the docket there. So if it does become Trailblazers, you can definitely credit that to me. Thank you very much. Right there. Anywho, excited for the USL team to be established again, as well as the soccer stadium. Adding more sports to the area, always a good thing, and I'm really looking forward to it. And the fourth cool piece of news coming out of Northwest Arkansas, and actually this is more of a news report than anything, is that Forbes magazine has actually said that Arkansas State is the third best state to actually start and grow a business in America. So that is not super shocking because the administration has lowered the tax rate for businesses. According to Forbes itself, we have like a 78% survival rate when it comes to businesses, which is kind of a big deal because you want to start a business, you want to obviously keep doing the business itself. So, and on top of that, they have they actually a part of the measurement is the grant of funding that is available for small businesses is much higher here than usual. Plus the fact that our workforce is leaned younger, and so that they're kind of factoring the fact that if you start a small business, you usually hire most of the time, younger people first, and then work your way up, obviously. So they're saying the base for younger people is very high here. So all those factors combined places Arkansas in that kind of third place category. But the even crazier thing, they don't mention Northwest Arkansas at all, but the crazy thing is that if you've been thinking about starting a business or anything of that nature, Arkansas, obviously, the bedrock of Arkansas is very well, like the Art Forbes said, but being in Northwest Arkansas is just a whole nother level because of talent pool, because of small business focus here, because of so many different factors that if you do start a small business in Northwest Arkansas or even considering it, whether it's like blue collar, tradesmen, electrical, HVAC, or something more white collar, whatever the case is, we focus on small business here regardless. And seeing all those facts come out from Forbes about Arkansas and then layered on top with Northwest Arkansas with the amount of money that's been being poured in here and then currently exists here for all the obvious reasons, Walmart, J.B. Hunt Tyson, University, blah, 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 big businesses, etc. It just makes it such a good recipe to start a business in, honestly, America right here. And the fifth cool thing happening out of Northwest Arkansas, again, this is more of a news report, and it kind of goes a little bit with the Forbes report about the business-centric of Arkansas. This is actually the United Van airline, the United Van trucking system, not United the airports, or the United Vans. They are usually the ones that actually move people across America. They're usually more corporate focused. I'm not gonna lie. Like this isn't U-Haul kind of numbers. But what happens is that United came out and said that Arkansas is actually the fourth most traveled destination place when it comes to moving to in America. Like they kind of focus more on the East Coast. So like we have Carolinas, we have some other stuff in there, but they say that Arkansas is kind of from a corporate standpoint, very heavily trafficked into moving here. Now, obviously Northwest Arkansas specifically takes most of that cake for corporate obvious reasons, but it is fascinating to see Arkansas starting to make those lists more often of moving to, because you have your standard stuff like Texas and obviously Colorado, and even parts of California, and Idaho, and Nevada, etc. But what's more interesting to see that Arkansas is starting to make those ranks over and over again, and it won't be shocking in the next couple of years as people discover the beauty and the interestingness and the unique factor of the live, work, and play in Northwest Arkansas that we start seeing those numbers uptick. Again, I don't think that Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas will ever be a massive growth, because the name Arkansas is in itself a barrier to entry. Because when you say you're moving to Arkansas, people are like, excuse me, what? But if you said you're moving to Texas, people are like, yeah, that makes sense, I get that. So long story short, I don't ever think there'll be a massive surplus of people in Arkansas just for that reason alone. But just know that Arkansas still makes a list for people moving here, and it kind of makes sense, especially from the corporate world. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itineraries, link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is, there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we get to check out the homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where we're coming from. All right, guys, this is the next one.